What's going on, everybody? It's just another day in the kitchen, back with another episode, and in today's video we're taking a look at the latest additions to Kanye West's $20 merch collection, as well as the latest controversy surrounding this Vultures rollout. Now before we get started, I want to give a special shout out to the homie Strain Beats, who's been cooking up the beats for these videos, so make sure you guys show him some love. And while you're here, you might as well drop a like and subscribe and join our free Discord to stay up to date with the latest and the greatest. Shout out to all of my chefs in there, you guys are amazing. Now, depending on when you're watching this video, I want to wish you a very happy Friday and an upcoming weekend. And we might as well go ahead and jump into this one with the latest addition to Yeezy.com with the following pieces. Now, to start things off, the first addition to Ye's $20 merch collection is in the form of this Yeezy cream tee, which for all intents and purposes essentially resembles the same cut and style that we've seen during this Vultures era, of course sporting this new off-white color. And while this is a very simple piece, as it doesn't feature any Vultures or Yeezy branding or logos on it, I honestly think this would be a pretty clean pickup to add to any collection that complements the use of those kind of off-white or sale colors that we've seen brands push over the last couple of years. Now, following the debut of this brand new Yeezy cream colorway, we also have the following simple heather gray t-shirt, which you're welcome to add to your collection. And more importantly, Ye would go on to add some new joggers and bottoms to this collection, making sure you stay dripped out in Yeezy Vultures merch from head to toe. And as you can see, this cream colorway would of course complement that top tee, so if you plan on picking up any of these pieces, let us know in the comments. Now of course, Ye would also add this black tee, which I think is great for a simple clean fit if you're going for this whole Vultures vibe. And if you didn't catch my latest YouTube community post, this is your sign to hit that subscribe button, because you would have known this yesterday, but Ye would also go on to add the following hoodie as well as these two pairs of joggers to complement the rest of the pieces in this Vultures collection. Now before we move on, I also want to mention that I unfortunately cannot verify if any of these new joggers have any pockets, so if you were expecting them, I'd say buyers beware given the past with these previous items. Now to wrap up the latest addition to this Yeezy merch collection, we of course have this $20 Yeezy bodysuit, but what intrigues me more than anything is that the model is wearing this unreleased version of slides, which I wouldn't be surprised to find out later down the line that they're actually Yeezy related, and I wouldn't be surprised if they one day become available. Now with all that being said, you know I gotta keep it real with you guys as always, and while I do appreciate the fact that they've not only restocked some of these older Vultures pieces and also added these new ones, this is gonna be a hard pass for me as I've still not yet received anything, and things are a little bit weird with the direction of Yeezy at the moment. Now besides the addition of these new Yeezy merch pieces, I also wanted to point out that it looks like the Hypebeast magazine that was available for $20 has also begun to ship out, so if you ordered that, you have that to look forward to. And while I was wrapping up the research for this video, I came across this new interview quote from Pusha T in which he was asked about his feelings about Ye, and he goes on to mention that he understands that new artists still do business with him because they get some exposure, so I don't know if that means he's not on good terms with him or what. Now allegedly we are supposed to be receiving part 2 of that awful interview featuring Ye and his yes man Justin the Boy, so if you're interested, stay tuned because that may actually release later tonight. Now with all that being said and done, I really went back and forth with myself on whether or not to address and highlight the latest controversy surrounding Yeezy, and yes, we're talking about the one that rhymes with corn. So while I do have a ton of thoughts in my own opinion on the morality and ethics of this potential release in this topic, what I wanted to do instead is highlight a plausible theory that I came across earlier today, in which it's theorized that the latest plans for the Yeezy brand don't have anything to actually do with that horrific industry, and instead have to do with the potential clothing line that's spearheaded by Ye's partner Bianca. And for reference, apparently people think that the clothing on the floor in this photo are actually the Yeezy corn items that we'll see in the future. So given that, I'd love to know what you guys think and if you agree with this method of shock value and marketing. Now if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching, and I'd love to know what your thoughts are in the comments, because looking back at the early days of this Vultures rollout, I think it's very clear that Ye was setting the tone of controversy and shock value by wearing that black hood, and it's kind of crazy to think that that might not actually be the most controversial thing when everything is said and done. And after experiencing all of these delays and cancellations of not only the merch but the listening parties, looking back, I'm really glad I didn't get the YS tattoo because I'd probably be really annoyed every time I looked at it, given that your boy still doesn't have any merch in. And although I'm just this random handsome and hilarious YouTuber, I'm truly praying for Ye and his mental health, as I don't think being surrounded by yes men is doing any good for him, as I think it's insulating him from consequences and not allowing him to thrive. And I hope he's able to overcome his addictions with his love of his family and his children. Now, as always, guys, thank you so much for cooking with the kitchen. Let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments. Please remember to stay safe out there. Have a good weekend coming up, and remember, it's lit. Straight up and peace.